like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who brought my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God, I don't know if I can remember. God, I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone, God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now, hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We back with another Soul Dog Live, another Soul Dog podcast on this Saturday, man. Y'all smash the like button, sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday. Y'all see the topics, man. I'm gonna let my homie go and properly introduce himself.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's me, Dev Dunks, man. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday, man. I hope everybody's sneakers experience this morning was okay, man. I know they had those frozen moments that dropped. They had both of those Union and Betsby, if I'm not mistaken, supply. They had both of those drop today also. And I just hope everybody, from what I'm hearing, nobody really got any success on those frozen moments. And
Yeah, I
I don't
saw
know
that.
how many people were actually going for those unions, but I don't think anybody got much success on those either.
What are your thoughts on those unions, though? Like, it's a collab with him and his girl. You know what I mean?
With who?
The unions, the girl
I mean, I
with his
like this
girl.
the story behind it, yeah, but nah, nah. I
I
mean, maybe if I see, I mean, I saw certain, I saw certain YouTubers. He had them. Uh, he actually can make certain shoes look very good,
Oh, he's
But
that guy. Okay.
yeah, but nah, I still don't think that is something that I could have seen myself in. Neither pair actually. And I know everybody was saying that those frozen moments are like sleepers,
I
but
think they will be sleepers.
I just I see that part, but I just don't see them for me. If you get what I'm saying. Honestly, they look like the pure monies. If you want to be
Yeah,
real about it.
I could see that. I could see that. Um, I think those unions with the Bethanies, the story is cool, but at the same time, it's not necessarily for me.
I mean,
Especially,
I think if it would have had the shoe without that stitching throughout it, but it would have just been the whole shoe, I think it would have been better.
it's the perfect example of sometimes less is best, and you can't OD
Yeah.
unless you really do it right. And that one, I feel like that stitching thingy is a bit much. And I said that on my video yesterday. That's what's really the dagger. And I'm not taking shots at the people who like the shoe. If you like the shoe,
Yeah.
they
Exactly.
know some people are gonna be into it just because they just want a union in general. You know what I mean? Because they like
Yeah.
all the hell we went through with the Jordan 1 unions. But people also forget about the passport union dunks. You know what I mean? It's
Hmm.
another shoe where we thought we wanted it, but once it actually hit and people went through hell trying to get them, resale market on them shits is a joke, you know?
I mean,
And
honestly, you can pretty much pick it up for almost at this point back to retail. I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
I
And
mean,
that's how it should be technically. But
yeah,
as the hype behind Union, to be honest, they came out the gate swinging with those first set of ones, those first set of fours, and then at that point, man, we're just checking at this point just because of the name. I feel like, if you ask
yeah,
me,
no, that's true. I agree.
yeah. And I
I
don't want
mean,
to sound like I'm hating, like you know what I mean, like if you like the joint, cool, because you know there's somebody out there. And we've had people like that at our school. I've been in people that I work with is like that. Is they make any damn shoe they put on because the way they dress in
bro,
general, they
they
make it look
sold
good.
out. They sold out, so there was definitely a market.
I mean, well, it was a draw. You know what I mean? Hell, that's
Yeah,
easy.
that's
That
what I'm
no,
saying. Like,
we don't know, you know, the hell when it got a draw on it, and 9 times out of 10 is running for 10 minutes. If it's closed, it's closed. Um, we could see that easily hitting the the outlets. I wouldn't be surprised.
you think so?
I mean, it happened with the Cali fives.
Uh, Very true. I just feel like if they hadn't have thrown that baseball stitch like straight through the middle of the shoe, and if it would have just been like the straight like Jordan 1, but with that like colorway, same style, same everything they have, but minus that stitch, I think it would have. I think then it would have made more sense. I think more people would have wanted it then.
And I don't like that platform
Yeah,
base because there's
yeah,
two.
the platform
That one,
one. I'm not even talking about that one,
is that supposed to be for the ladies or?
bro. I mean,
I'm just
you
asking.
know,
I'm not trying to talk about. I'm curious. Like I was confused about it.
yeah, but I think that what's her name, Rihanna, she kind of started that trend because when she did that Puma and Fenty, when she did like the platforms, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So then everybody, or not to say that she started it, but she, but obviously, with her name on it, popularized that style too. So
are you
now
saying that's
everybody.
possibly where the inspiration came from on that? See,
But,
I didn't even
but that's
put
not
that.
the first time that Jordan's done that. You know,
I,
they put that platform style.
see, I ain't put that much thought into it. But you now that you said it, now I get it. You know what I mean? But at first, I didn't even think about it. Let me see what we got in the chat real quick. Got Manny with the kick says, "What's good? What up, Manny?"
Yo, what's going on?
Got Fly Guy with the popcorn. What a Fly Guy?
Yo, what's going on?
Manuel Kick says, long day out doing errands. Finally home. Thank Godski. And hopefully y'all had a great Saturday. Yeah, most definitely, man. Got some work done, but trying to mostly just chill and relax. Especially when I get off this live, man. I think I'm just gonna chill, relax, and just
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You like literally had a busy like back to back 2 weeks. Your last 2 weeks have been busy. I'm sure.
I dropped what 11 videos this week, bro. That
Gee,
joint was
hey,
dreamy. Yeah.
you know.
And think about it, because I wasn't, my schedule was off, so I had to find any little extra time I had to shoot them joints. So that was why.
So, do you like not like do you like have do you have a PO box? That's no. Okay,
I
so
haven't set
I'm
nothing up.
saying, did you have any like anything coming in like while you were out, so to
Just
say?
the typical people commenting on
No,
the
no, I'm saying no. Did you have any like any
mail.
like type of
Yeah,
yeah? Did you have anything any
most
packages
definitely.
coming coming in while you were out.
Most definitely, most
Yeah.
definitely.
And
And
what were they like? Were
the
they outside your door?
they were we have like a mail room.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
I wasn't worried about it because to be
Oh, okay,
honest,
yeah.
and even still where it's at, I'm probably giving away too much information, but the last person that went in there and tried to steal some joint, they got him on camera. And yeah, I actually got a
Okay.
photo of it and everything. I'll show you. It's very funny. But yeah, we
So
got
they
to
tried to like wait. They tried to get something from you.
nah, just in general, because
Oh,
it's
okay, okay.
everybody's in it. He had a dolly and everything, but
Jeez.
he couldn't have looked more suspicious with I don't know, like think Home Alone bandits, except by himself, one guy. It's like, bro. And then the thing is, like, he must have picked the perfect time where nobody wasn't passing through there because one thing about it is like it's too much high traffic. I wouldn't feel comfortable going over that way unless I did live here.
Yeah.
Um,
Gotcha.
but yeah, like it's perfectly right outside there. But I don't even know how the freak he got in there in the first place because you have to have access to get in there to begin with. So that's the part I would love to know. But apparently they caught him. I don't know.
Well, I mean that's good though. But
Yeah.
all right
But,
then. Oh,
but yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty chill for the most part, but we back in action and definitely gonna hit the rest of the chat. But the topics tonight, before we get too far in, Kool Kiy settles his legal battle with Nike. We've got two articles on that, and then also I just wanted to have a chill stream tonight about how many shoes does the average person own. I did find an article that says how many shoes does the average American own, but clearly safe to say this stuff is worldwide now, man. It's as far as it can reach. So I want to just say, like, we had to put a number on it. Dunks, you kind of inspired this topic, you and Manny last night in the Goodfellas meeting. Sign up for that sold out Discord, by the way, pin up at the top, free to sign up. But pretty much is like, yeah, is this like an obsession or is this something we just really enjoy doing? So we're gonna just talk about that tonight, real nice and chill. Let me hit the rest of the chat. See, Man with the Kick says skip on the Union Jordan ones and the frozen moments were for my boy, but they got heavenly bodied. Divine Photo says what's good. What up, Divine?
yeah. What's up, Divine?
Got Man with the Kick says Divine Photos 100 with the New York Statue of Liberty joint. Says Polo going ham and cheese on YouTube. Man, to be honest with it's the sneakers, man. We had some rough drops, like to really think next week ain't no better because I already don't look
Yeah,
ahead of the
man.
schedule.
Fuck, man. I'm. God, man. I'm so
Not trying to be negative or anything.
no, but I'm just man. They got the Utos like dropping like Tuesday, and then what's that Thursday? The Palominos are dropping.
Yep. We had the Palomino Jordan ones. For the people who
Oh
don't
man.
know, we had and look. I'm gonna make it worse for myself, right? I got the Burgundy fives. Guess what's dropping with the Utos on
Yeah, the
two?
Burgundy Fives. Are you gonna go for those? Are you gonna?
Oh, I don't. My head hurt. I'm gonna keep it 100 because I looked at it. I was like, y'all had to do this in the same week
So
because
you're gonna
those Utos have grown on me so much, and it don't help that if you guys are bored, just type in like the Uto Nike SB. They don't drop the ad on it officially where he actually skating in the joints. I mean, not that I'm a skater, but like they talk about the shoe.
what?
And
Wait. Not that you're a skater. Hey.
I mean, I am, but
Yeah.
not like heavily how I used
Not
to.
anymore. Hey, yeah, but hey,
I
once one always.
True. I mean, I know I'm confident right now if I get my skate because it's in the car. I'm confident if I hop on that Jordan right now, I'm not finna bust out
Like,
a
really,
hot
but you see what you just said. It's in the car right now, so you just got one anyway. So
with some Supras.
exactly. So like you.
I'm ready. You know what I mean? That I'm confident right now. Like, and I could be wrong. I'm confident I can hop right on it. And as far as if we was just gonna push, like kick and push and just ride, I'm confident to do that all day long.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that now. If you ask me to go kick flip those 3 and 4 stairs I used to do back in the day,
I do more. Yeah, of course.
I'm
But
not.
so you say they grew on you though, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Good.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what other like thing that really when I started looking in more to it, getting ready to prepare to shoot a video for it, is the bottom of that shoe. It kind of gives me like that pink and brown. It kind of gives me like a Stutzy type of poor man's version, but you know what I mean, like the
Oh, like the
Stussies,
Stussy,
the
the
Stussies. Yeah, my bad.
cherries, right?
Yes,
Like they
yes, yes.
are. Yeah.
Like with that gray, it's so neutral. So
Hmm.
at that point, I don't know if I was selling it to myself or it's just I finally sat down and took the time to look at it. You know, like
Yeah, man. Like it's a nice shoe. Sorry.
yeah,
And like like I was telling you, that was one for sure that I definitely could see you in. Like say like, okay, this is one that would make more sense to why you would be like, okay, I can see why I would get this one or why I would actually go for this one. But hopefully, all I can say is good luck. I put my raffle in. That was a CCS raffle, so we'll see what happens with that.
oh
And
shit,
then
good old
yeah,
CCS
I
man,
know, right? I just I'm
memory.
gonna trust in them. But that's weird. If I don't know if you've ever put in a raffle with them,
I
or I
have it.
don't know if they did it with this raffle or if they do it with all their raffles. But they actually like trivia too.
Really?
Yeah, so they asked me like questions like about him and stuff like right before like I got to like put in my actual raffle ticket. They were how many brothers does he have? Um, what else did they ask? They asked how much did he win from the like how old was he when he won the Olympics? What year was he born? They asked all these questions before you could even submit your entry.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how you know like that this is like a legit thing.
True.
Like CCS, good job. I can say that. So yeah, if you enter raffle, for sure do CCS. So that's how you
Okay.
know this is super legit. I think.
Cool. We got them burgundy fives where I want them, but I feel like they're not gonna instantly sell out. So I don't know, man. I got a lot of things to think about.
Well, I mean, it would be better, like obviously, if you were kind of at the point where you could kind of get the things and compare them before before they actually drop,
Yeah,
because then you can really see like that thing where people are talking about how the colors are off from the previous release.
yeah.
So I mean that's what people are saying. That's what Manny posted, if I'm not mistaken. He posted that color difference in the uh, in the Discord. So I saw somebody else posted too, but so I wonder, is that really gonna be a big thing?
Yeah, a lot of things to put on the table. Divine Photo says salute to Manny with the kicks. Manny with the kicks says Palomino ones gas must cop for me.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you still on the fence about those? Or
yeah,
you
I'm not honest. I'm not even thinking about them for real. I
no?
mean,
So you really just not gonna even? Okay. All
not for
right.
me. They're not for me. I'm
I
not.
get it. Okay.
Yes, no, they're just not for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Um,
right.
I mean, to each his own. That's just because I
Oh
don't
yeah,
want the joint.
for
You
sure,
know what
for
I
sure,
mean?
of course.
Manny with the kick says Fear 3 on the radar. And Divine Photo says J Balvin Jordan 3s are nice, but not worth 250. I saw those are supposed to be coming out. I saw those J Balvin 3s are supposed to be coming out, but
You know,
I ain't seen them loaded on the sneakers app. So they could be doing something like drop through his website or something like they do Travis or something like that.
I honestly like when I first saw the black pair, I thought that it was like a blacked out like thing because they didn't want you to see the colorway, but that's
Yeah, I
the
saw
actual
that.
colorway. You know what I'm saying?
I
I thought that
remember
they
that.
had it like blacked out, but okay, so it's just gonna be like that, like type of like straight black like that, huh?
Yeah. Nah, it was just blacked out because they didn't want to expose the joint. That's all. Let's go ahead and jump into tonight's topic. One of them anyway. Nike settles trademark infringement lawsuit against Kool Kiy partner. This article dropped August 25th. So if you guys haven't been living under a rock, Nike sued Kool Kiy because he was the one not only with Omni, but he did the lightning bolt of all those Jordan ones. And I'm guessing there's some type of deal to be made because I seen where Kool Kiy, which I'm gonna bring up his Instagram here in like 2 seconds real quick, where pretty much he's saying it's fake news. So I'm gonna see what he says before we read what the settlement actually is. But the original post was breaking news: Kool Kiy loses Nike lawsuit, but Kool Kiy has already responded to this and said that is actually fake news, according to him. He says, I love how I can show all my young brothers how to still remain king with everyone against you. Shame on these media platforms to post a wrong negative article before posting a single release date of mine. Now I can sue their asses, but I ain't because I make money from being part genius. By the way, Kool Kiy and Big 6:30 p.m. EST tomorrow. So I guess he went on and still dropped it, but he's gonna sue them. But he was just joking. He wasn't gonna do them anyway because I think anybody who's ever been through the lawsuit, you don't want to go through it unless you absolutely positively have to. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah, that's your boy Kool Kiy right here in the flesh. But let's see what actually happened over here. What they got, what they're actually saying. Says this is updated from August 25th. Says according to the lawyer formerly representing David Weeks and Nick One Avenger, which that is AKA basically Kool Kiy, I believe. It says AKA Sneak Legal is who pointed to put this out as well. It says Nike case against Kai LLC and Avenger is still ongoing. Okay, so it's settled, but it's still ongoing. Let's see. The Weeks settlement and court order pertains only by Kai partner Weeks, owner of Reeves Paris brand, and does not affect Avenger or the Kool Kiy brand. Avenger has retained a new lawyer due to conflict of interest, but Kurtz indicates that Nike case against Kool Kiy designer is still ongoing. So I guess right now it's just like on a hold, but I'm gonna see what else because this is the original story, but this is the last update. So I wouldn't say it's settled. Nike settles trademark infringement. How does it say it's settled? But yeah, it says latest update is ongoing case. So it's not done. So whoever put it out there, it's false already, which I kind of figured it'd be too soon. And I can see why they say somebody just want to see homie lose. And I can honestly say if you look back at these models, I don't see where he's got a dog in a fight. But again, I don't make the big bucks; they do. So I mean, the judge or a lawyer's got to make that call. And I will just go over the original story real quick, just for the people who don't know. Benjamin Kick says, "I got my pair Air Kais on ice, waiting for the price to upski." Okay, uh, let's see. Facts Divine and Dunk April skate on the cop list also. Um,
Yeah, I know. How about those? Yeah, how do you feel about those?
what is it? The April skate.
April, yeah, the April.
I don't think I've looked at them yet. I'll probably
Yeah,
have to.
yeah. I remember they were like the color. We talked about them. They were like the teal colorway, if I'm not mistaken. They got April written on the back.
Oh, you did show me those. Not for me. That's why. Like I remember it now.
Ah, man, we'll just wait until they get closer to the
Oh
date,
God,
and we'll.
I don't do this every time like y'all think, man.
But yeah, nah.
But I know this. I know these Utos is not helping because I know I did that originally with them. I know it doesn't help.
No. I mean, that one I'm not even like knocking. I already knew like this one. Like I'm not even worried about this one. He's just talking like nonsense right now. He'll 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 come to his senses as the day get closer.
Damn, you ain't even believe me. That's fucked up.
Well, it was just not even like that. It was just like he's just not really like looking at them how I know he looks at shoes right now. You know.
Yeah, I mean
So.
to be honest, how it is getting the content and stuff. I
Mhm.
kind of focus on what I'm doing on the videos. Then, like,
Yeah.
it'd be very rare for a moment. Like, I'll say the best time to probably catch me, probably on a Friday or something where I'm chilling, blah blah. I'll probably get an in depth, or whenever it's time for me to really get it up close. Everything I've noticed with being like just doing sneaker content and collecting sneakers, as those dates get closer, they get more in your face. Whether you
Yeah.
want to say it's
Exactly. Yeah.
advertisement or just people in general.
Mhm.
So they get more in your face. Let me read this original story real quick, and then we're gonna move on to basically how many shoes is too many. And then we'll wrap things up for tonight. It says the original story: Nike's nearly year-long lawsuit against Kool Kiy has been put to rest. This was the original story. Okay, so this is what they thought happened, but the latest update is still ongoing. But this is what the originally was supposed to be out there. Got it. In a filming this week in the Southern District of New York, the Oregon-based sportswear brand and the design company agreed to confidential settlement calling for a resolution of the dispute in the swoosh favor by Kai, which is owned by David Weeks and Nick One Avenger, is ordered to admit that its Air Kai 85 sneaker designs infringe on the Air Jordan 1 and Nike Dunk trademarks and cannot sell shoes in the future that infringe of the enforcement marks. Okay, so this was the original story that they thought was out there that they pretty much said they agreed that they copied their design and wasn't going to make any more models after that, which to be honest, that's not bad if Nike's not taking any bread from you and they're just asking you like, hey, stop.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I feel like that's it's kind of like I feel like it's kind of like the same options that they give everybody. It's like they extend that. Hey, okay, we're gonna offer you that. To stop. We'll give you that option to stop. Or hey, we're on to you. You probably need to stop. Then they're gonna offer you that. Hey, stop with no repercussions. And I
Yeah.
feel like if you're smart, that's where you should take it at. Because if it has to go further than that, then obviously clearly we see Bape had to go had to go to court. Kool Kiy, he obviously didn't take that first one either. Well, I mean, I guess he is taking it, but I don't really think that you really want to go against them. So just take that offer. If they say stop, just stop. You know.
You would think, but looks like he's gonna try to press on. But like Divine Photos just said, they said we all knew Kai wasn't going to have a chance if we were being honest. Um,
I mean,
I'm
who
gonna say
really
it wasn't
does?
look. I'm gonna say it wasn't looking good.
Yeah, who really did? I mean, and the only one I would honestly see that could have possibly had a chance would have been Bape. And I mean, we haven't really even heard anything of that yet, so we
Yeah,
don't know what the outcome of that one is yet. But we saw with the little what was it guy who had the little Nar, remember with the
yeah,
butterfly ones.
I remember those.
Clearly, that one was an open and closed case. Like then we had the Warren Lotus. He's still
Yeah,
doing his thing right, but obviously he's not doing
no,
anything close to the dunk to the SB
hell no,
anymore.
hell no,
Uh,
and nobody even mentions him either.
and Omi, he's serving time for a completely different issue. So I don't think this is on his mind right now.
Yeah, I highly doubt he
So
even thinking about this.
I guess Kai want to be the big man and I don't know, be the example or try to set an example. You know?
Uh, either way,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm about to say either way, how you just worded it, not looking good.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what Kai's in over his head or what, but bro, like that's nice as you can get. It's like, hey, just don't drop no more of your products looking like us. Well, he
yeah.
good. I mean, you. I don't know where his head is at. He and I get it. He's loving the attention that it's getting, but he also needs to realize like what's making that shoe popular is not his name and lightning bolt. It may help, but it's something that we're already used to seeing.
And you know what? Let's say that about technically. You can say that about Union. Your name isn't what's making your shoes popular. It's the shoe you're using that's
Right,
making it popular.
right. But
And that's the only reason these shoes sold out today, because technically, despite what you did to it, it's still a one. It's still a Jordan one.
right. And the thing is, I hate to say it, they did it technically, quote unquote, the right way. They got an official deal
Mm-hmm.
with a collab deal with Nike. I'm pretty sure more in Nike's favor, but still something to put in their pockets as well. But
Mm-hmm.
that one, cool. That's actually done under an umbrella. Kai, just admit that's something you would like, but you don't. You gotta. What are you bringing to the table to make them make it realize? Like, hey guys, and true, he could bring those over there, and it probably would do just as big numbers for Nike. But if they're not accepting it off rip, then there's you can't
You
sell it.
mean like that? If he was to bring his designs over to Nike,
Yeah.
Nike already has their shoe where they got the swoosh kind of split like that.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so if they have the Air Forces where it's like offset to me where it looks kind of like a thunderbolt, but it still has like the hook on the on the tip from the tip of the swoosh.
Mm.
So
But this one's
Can't
a
really do
lightning
that.
bolt though. This is
I
still
mean, but that's kind of like that's not what Nike is. You know, they're like, no, then that's not our trademark. That's not our brand. You know,
yeah, because
we
at that
don't make
point,
Thunderbolts. We make swoosh. You know,
yeah, we make Nike checks. We make checks.
exactly.
Sounds like a Jay-Z lyric, but I mean,
Or
honestly,
yeah, honestly, yeah.
somebody putting that in there, rap. And let me read the rest of this joint. The lawsuit was originally filed by Nike in December 2022, alleging that by Kai and Bill Omar, which that's Omni, of the Reloaded Merch LLC, aka Omni and the Hellcat, have been promoting, copying, and selling Nike's trademark sneaker designs as their own. 2 months later, by the Kai brand filed a counterclaim against the swoosh that broke down how it believed it had not infringed on Nike's designs. In March, Nike argued that Kool Kai's claim fails to state fact sufficient to to the claim, and asked that the court to dismiss the claim completely. As a result of this week's filing, Kool Kai's counterclaims have been dismissed. So whatever he was trying to argue, this is what the original post was. So sounds like that the counterclaims that he tried to fire back at Nike saying not on because XYZ, this is why we're not copying. The judge has already denied that, but I guess they put out, okay, that means he lost, which means he need a new attorney, which I'm gonna tell you, right? As a person who has I had to been through that situation where I had to get a new attorney as well. All what this is what I'm gonna tell you what allegedly, in my opinion, may or may not have happened. His attorney may have already told him, like, hey, let's go ahead and settle this because honestly, you don't have a fighting chance in hell. Let's try to get the least amount of punishment here. And he's saying no, and you have the right to fire that attorney, and then you can ask the judge, which I'm assuming this is what happened. He fired him, and he said, I would like time to hire a new attorney. And usually they'll give you X amount of weeks in or months to hire a new attorney. I've been in that. That's what that means. So he thinks that he thinks he can get a better attorney to fight this. But to be honest, you can get the best attorney of all time. If they got there in black and white that you doing, there's nothing they can really, you're just really throwing money at a new guy.
Throwing money away pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I've been guilty of this in certain situations I've been in where like, yeah, I'm free and yeah, whatever. But looking back up on it, I should have just took what I was getting the first time, called it a day, and I probably have a few more dollars in my pocket. And again, do whatever the hell you want to do at the end of the day. But reality is that's where I feel like I see this is just like, yo, as this case is open, another attorney, they're gonna take it. Because they're gonna take your money, and then you be right back in the same paddle. And then what I don't want to hear, and I'm gonna call it now, and I'm not saying I hope I'm wrong, but what I don't want to hear is he get a new attorney, and then he's back in the same boat, and then he goes off on a social media joint about how XYZ isn't fair and is out against him, and blah 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 blah. No, you had a chance to settle this where you could walk away without paying anything. To be honest. If you're such a genius, remember he put that in his Instagram post we read earlier, right? If you're such a genius, if you're so smart, cool. Everybody plain as day from the outside looking in. Do you really think you're gonna be able to take this Jordan 1 lightning bolt, thunderbolt, whatever it is, court to a Jordan 1, the same black toe joint, and you think that you mean to tell me to us, even as sneakerheads who are like oblivious, where it's like, hey man, like me, how many Jordan 1s you got in your collection or shoes you got in your collection that is literally the same model, just different color, but they all Nikes? That's basically what he just did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, us, we're like, it's different. But you put us in front of a court of law, and this is somewhere he's like, hey, this is my shoe, this is a Nike shoe. Like, oh yeah, that's the Jordan 1 with a lightning bolt.
Yeah, exactly. That's still gonna be the same shoe.
Yeah,
still gonna be the same shoe. Yeah. They're gonna stay. If you wouldn't have told me, I would have thought Nike made this.
I can tell you right now, I had certain family members where if I put that in front of them, I'm like, oh, when did Nike put these out? That's what people were saying. And that's the issue. Nike probably, allegedly, in my opinion, that's probably the problem that Nike has with them doing this. If you can make a clear-cut difference of like, hey, that's not the Nike shoe, which us as like sneakerheads, we know that because I mean, yeah, we kind of are into sneakers. We kind of just we're gonna question beyond, but I mean, like if you put this in front of somebody like a teenager that's like in just went high school and want this from their parents, are like, all right, cool, yeah, we'll get these. These are Nike making these a little bit cheaper, XYZ,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
especially if you got that parent that's like all they are just some people, not that this is a bad thing, but they're just parents. You know what I mean? They just focus on just making sure their kids straight,
Mhm.
which is a good thing. Um,
Oh yeah.
which I can't knock him for that. Divine Photo says he just comes across as overconfident. Oh, most definitely. But I guarantee you, behind the scenes, that boy is. You can't unconvince me. That boy shaking in his shoes. No pun intended. I know for a fact when I thought I was overly confident because I actually had an attorney and I thought I had a good one held, but at the end of the day, hell, wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? And I found that
Oh
out
yeah.
the hard way. And that's just what it is. SJ says Nike is a hypocrite, shaking my head. How so? How so? Let me read the rest of a little bit of this article. It says, despite settling the lawsuit, Kool Kiy announced on Instagram that it's dropping a collaborative Air Kai 85 sneaker this Friday. This is reminiscent of how previous bootleggers entangled in legal battles and eventually settlements with Nike resumed selling their sneakers with minor aspirations. So I guess they thought this was the original story. They thought that this shoe that's supposed to be dropping Friday, which we saw on his Instagram, which I'm gonna pull it up. I think it's those black and white joints. Or no, they black and yellow joints that dropped. He's still dropping them because he got new turning. So he's stretching his dollars as much as he can. Representatives for Kool Kiy did not immediately respond for a request for comment. So there's no request for comment, but let me see if I can put that up on the screen for you guys. Like the shoe that's supposed to drop Friday, or I guess yeah, I want to say 2 days ago, but these black and yellow joints, and it's supposed to be inspired by pretty much, I guess, Notorious B.I.G. But still, yeah, these dropped August 25th, black and yellow joints, and literally people are going in with the like, because now that you can do the emojis and stuff on Instagram. Yeah, they got 50 in the car just laughing and speeding off. Because I mean, like to be honest, dude, like you're really pushing it. And then what killed me is somebody got in there and saying, now you want to play victim. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to diss this, and I'm not. It's the thing is, like you said, we're not saying it's not a good idea, but at the same time, it's like, homie, it's still looking at this all day long. It's a Jordan 1, and they
Yeah.
went on and yeah, and they did went on and did a promo for this, and then they're adding like the Notorious B.I.G. But my thing is this: does Puff know about this? Because I thought he still, I'm no genius, and I'm not sure, but I would assume, and I could be wrong because I'm not looking that deep into it, but I would assume that Puff is getting bigs like residuals, right?
Yeah. He owns the rights to Biggie and all.
Yeah, so they're
Praise
adding,
Biggie, however you want to look at it.
yeah, and he's adding Notorious B.I.G. I'm gonna put it up in the like I don't know who's over that, but yeah, he got all these joints up on the screen. It's not a bad shoe, but like I said, it's just one of those at the same time, like he has to know, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, that your days are most likely numbered, bro. Like I'm gonna just keep
He's
it
gonna
up.
push it as far as he can, though. Honestly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, you gotta know your days are numbered, man. I'm no genius, but I mean, like, and he knows that. So maybe that's why he had to go ahead and get another little. He went on and tried to get things extended to get this last drop off. But I'm gonna be honest, I highly doubt we see another colorway come. This is last. This one. This the thing is, he already was working on this colorway before he got hit with the lawsuit. So I'm assuming that he wanted to just get this last one out to the fans and then call. I'm assuming that's what he's gonna do. He want to get this last little bit out for the fans and call it a day.
I mean, it's literally just the Thunders. It's just the Thunders with Thunders taxis. I mean, yeah, taxis with a Thunderbolt. If you really want to be,
Yeah, he's trying to say like on that like juicy video where he had the black and yellow like bad
yeah,
boy jersey. That's his inspiration off of it. So I get it.
yeah.
But at
I
the
mean, me
same
too.
time, I get it. But at the same time, bro, like you said, it's still Nike's one has already did this, and two, like, come on, bro. Like really he wants the credit for creativity when it's really
Yo, I'm just his Instagram is you got. I mean, you made a success off of somebody else's creation. I mean, to be honest about it, man. You know.
yeah, to be honest. And then I've also brought this. I'm glad I'm on his Instagram right now. I'm not sure if you're even looking at the screen, but he's got this other thing they call like Kai Cool Whip. But if
Yeah.
you've ever been in the grocery store with your grandma, mom, dad, or whatever, you can see right off where he got the inspiration from where it is. But I guess it's supposed to be like a scale and grinder products that they're like selling and stuff like that. Like vending machines of actual like marijuana and stuff. Like he better chill before it's a lawsuit on that because that company been around since we was like since we were babies, bro.
Yo, yeah, exactly.
And just because he took the time to change the letter from a C to a K, still don't show still
Oh yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
see
like
this.
bro, like that's my thing. Like I'm no genius, but some tells me that ain't enough.
That's only told me that I'm sure they would appreciate you turning their family brand into into
Yeah, you're turning their family brand of like literally like a dip or like a whip, literally that you
a
put on.
dessert, like a dessert like topping, or if you whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like he did that, and that's what. And good idea, good concept. But sir, you need the thing is he could have did all this, but he could have had it. He needs to create his own font. He got these guys as font, and I'm not sure how well they have it.
And
Like
pretty much like, does he have their name too? Right? They spell it that way, right?
no, he like I said, he the way they write it, he wrote it that
Hmm.
way as well.
Hmm.
Right
Yeah,
down
yeah.
to
Like when he's like right here with the shoes on.
yeah, and then
Oh man.
and so also, like I said, the only thing that he did different, he even chose the same color as them. The only thing that he did different was change that letter from a C to a K, and he thinks that's enough that's gonna get him out of a lawsuit. Bro, you may want to walk away while you still can. But good idea. It's like a scale and a rolling tray
Yeah.
and a grinder and like a little, if you got the little pin joint. A good idea, but homie, you don't want to use like any other form of branding, but he knows that these are the stuff that we're used to, and stuff like that is attention grabbing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
exactly. And stuff that where he knows not gonna catch on immediately. You know, like Cool Whip not just looking at at a shoe designer's page and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
exactly. That, but see, when they catch on, it's gonna be like, yo, and then or they let it build up. Once they this is how they usually get caught. And not just taking shots at Kool Kiy, but just people in general who do this. How they typically get caught is usually the main brand who did it that put in all like this. No disrespect to Cool Whip, the original brand, but to get to the level of where they are today, they did all that back end work, and you're
But
gonna come.
but does would a brand like Cool Whip know how to even go to court about something like this?
Come on, bro. You know that. You know that. And if they don't, hell, they got the monies and the needs to get an attorney to talk to explain to like this is us, this is him, this and that. And there's their attorney to give you all the options of what we can fight this under. You know what I mean? Hell, they may not know exactly the terms because they're not probably the legal guys, but I mean, hell, anybody with a naked eye know like
Pretty
cool,
much, yeah. This is your fun. This is their fun.
yeah.
You
And
had this first. They did it. We
exactly.
pretty much.
And reality is what he needs to realize is yes, maybe he's doing a lot of footwork to get all this stuff out there, and he's a good, successful person. But reality is, Cool Whip was here first as far as with that branding, and they put all that footwork up first.
Well,
So
he's good at marketing. He's good at marketing. That's what he's good at.
I mean, is he really whenever the marketing's already been done?
I'm saying he's promoting his own stuff, is what I'm saying. So, because he's not really designing anything,
Yeah.
So he's very good for marketing. You know, he can
Well,
promote the shit out of stuff.
promoting it, yes, maybe, but at the same time, what makes his job also easier is that hey, that's some Jordans. Hey, that's the Cool Whip brand.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like that.
How good is tell him no, this is the thing. Let's test his branding and marketing really, right? You say he's good at it. Design your own stuff, 100% trademark where it is his first originator. Promote it and let's see the numbers.
Well, yeah, that's the designing, which we clearly know that he can't do. If it takes somebody else stuff, hey, he should probably just go straight up work for these brands. He could probably have a better retirement plan if he just go work for Cool Whip or go work for Nike, because he can market and promote. He can promote very well. But yeah, like you say, yeah, he's
Well, how can he go work for him if reality is what can he bring to the table that they already got everything? What he can he bring to the table?
no, yeah, exactly. I mean, you got it right.
That's what I'm saying. What can he bring? No disrespect to Kool Kiy and his work ethic and his genius, but what can he bring to the table that they already millionaires and billionaires?
I mean, he just was. I feel like him and Ami was in that era where where Nike didn't catch on to that thing yet, where people were like imitating their shoes. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
yeah,
You know, like because obviously everybody knows the Bape was was the first one to doing it for a very long time. But like then there was like that brief moment in time again where everybody was just going crazy and well, I guess they were some of the originators because they Bape did it. Then you saw Omi and Kai pretty much come like a couple years later. But they were the only ones to really do it that made a success out of it. Then you start to see all these little other brands. You know, I guess actually team since it was when all these like little Etsy's and Temu's popped up to where you could just buy Blink silhouettes,
yeah,
and you can
true,
just literally slap anything on it. And
true,
literally, people didn't know where these shoes are coming from, where they were buying them from. They just say, "Hey, I like butterflies. This shoe looks like an Air Force One with a butterfly on it. I'm gonna
yeah,
buy it." You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Like, and that was considered custom to them. So you
yeah,
gotta think, if one person likes that, how many people are there in the world? I'm sure over half the world is already divided. So you get half the world that likes things, half the world that doesn't like things. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So he's guaranteed that person, regardless if the shoe makes sense or if it's a trademark shoe, copied or not, if it's out there on the internet for sale, you're gonna get some type of success from it. You know, it may take a time, but eventually you're gonna get some type of success from it.
exactly. I will say this, Mr. Kool Kiy, like to be honest, bro, I'm just curious what dog in the fight does he think he has to think he can just go around selling the product. Again, I'm no lawyer. I don't know the laws. Maybe he did change enough of the shoe and he just needs to stand up to Nike and them and win the lawsuit and sell the product forever.
But
Um,
you really like no because like you can change like this and that about it, but fact still remains the same that it's a Jordan 1, it's an 85,
yeah,
like you can't really break away from that.
yeah,
And you're gonna have to change your shoe completely like Warren had to.
yeah. I mean, this is my thing. If he, no disrespect to these brothers, but if Warren couldn't, this is my thing. Who has successfully defeated Nike in this situation?
I mean, Vape low key, it just now caught up to them, honestly.
Well, according to Nike, and I believe it's a lie. But in my opinion, but
Yeah,
allegedly,
they said that they said something to them many times in the past.
yeah. And then they said they wouldn't stay in certain spot. It was hard. They said it was difficult to sue them, but I'm like, nah, not for you guys though.
Exactly. How is it difficult to sue? Like you guys are like an American-based brand that's been established in America, and and to sue a Japanese-based brand who doesn't really know the American, copyright law.
Yeah,
So how is it? And then especially that early in the times they were doing it, would have been easy to shut them down. You know what
I
I'm saying?
think I think low key, Nike had to throw a lawsuit to Bape, because they these other brands that they were
Yeah,
suing, like Kool Kiy and
they kept
Omni,
bringing it up and shit too.
yeah, they will take it to court. But like they're gonna say like Nike's been letting this go with this team for X amount of years. So to be honest, I will say this: Kool Kiy and Omni them may have not did this on purpose, but low key they may had were the people to make
Or maybe Bape,
Nike.
maybe Kool Kiy and Omi were the reason for the Bape lawsuit.
Nah, I think that Nike had they are the reason. You're right, they are the reason for the Bape lawsuit because I knew that Nike knew that these guys were going to go to court and use that as some form of leverage.
Yeah, they you
So
probably use the same. They found the same loophole that Bape found. You know.
not even that. It's just that one that they're gonna say, well, why you guys aren't suing Bape? They've been doing it for over what 15 years. And now you go to court and they're gonna say, why you guys ain't we are suing them. And then
Yeah.
they already got an alibi. Like these guys were hard to blah blah. And
Man, I
even though
feel like that Bape lawsuit is gonna fizzle out, and we'll never like hear about it again. You know, it's just gonna like slowly fizzle out, and then eventually, like in like a year or two, we're gonna be like, yeah, whatever happened to the Bape lawsuit? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I mean it's also could be one of those long as they don't make any more Nike looking products, they call it a day.
Well, yeah, of course. So I'm saying people are expecting something big to come from this. Like we like never supposed to see Bape again. You know. That's what people are expecting when you see like big companies like this go toe to toe. You know, like they're expecting one of them to be shut down completely. You know,
Bape ain't gonna get shut down, but as
exactly.
far as
But that's how some people perceive when things like this go to court and when things like this happen. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't think they'll make any more Nike based looking products and call it a day.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know, but I'm saying people. I feel like it'll just fizzle out, and Babe will continue to continue doing what they do. They just won't make anything Nike looking or Nike related again, and no harm, no foul. Nobody lost any money. You know.
True. Let me touch the chat real quick. Divine Photo says, funny thing, the YouTubers that reviewed the Ericais always say the material is horrible. There you have it. Quality is not up to part. And to be fair, you can get that with some of Nike's products too. Not all, but some of their products could use some better improvement because you can tell production was rushed. But Kool Kiy may not. I'm assuming like it's people that can make that same product, but reality is the materials and the quality aren't going to be the same because Nike, the people in factories that they're using at this point, I'm pretty sure they're exclusively contracted through Nike only. At this point, they've been too long in the game not to have their own, like, hey, this is all the products we have to make for this people, blah, blah. Because look how much per stuff Nike drops different models and restocks every freaking week. Even last week, right? Not this week. I'm talking last week, where to be honestly, you could have really been, no pun intended, you really could have took time off from the sneaker world and not missed a thing because the only thing that was
Especially like
dropping was Yeezys. But
this last month to be, I mean, this last month collectively, you could have took time off because like there's been like nothing, man. The shock drops have been booty, like like they dropped what like it started with like the dunks, right? When the dunks started dropping, and
yeah,
they all those dunks that dropped, and it's just been like downhill for the shock drops. I mean, if you had any success with the Kobe's, then I mean, I guess that was pretty much the only thing you kind of had to look forward to. But that was kind of a booty drop too, because can you name anybody who hit on those Kobe's?
I didn't see anybody who hit. I
Yeah,
did do a poll. You know what? Let me look at some of my polls real quick while we're on here. We're gonna be on the joint for like another like 25 minutes or so, but I'm gonna pull up the polls. I did do 2 polls today on those. So hold on real quick. Let me get back to the main screen. Glad you brought that up, Dunks. Valid point. Let me see what's up because I think I did do a poll on the Kobe joints. But back to Kool Kiy situation is think about this. He drops one shoe, what, 1 to 2 shoes or 3 shoes a year. Nike drops that. Hell, Nike. I did 3 videos back to back.
Nike drops three shoes on a Wednesday.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. And to be fair, I know what his argument is. Well, they've been around the game a whole lot long. Exactly. So they've got this stuff locked down to a science, bro. I'm not trying to kill homie spirit, but again, I'm no lawyer. So what all we say on this stream is just opinionated and alleged. We don't know. But I'm just saying it's not gonna be an easy fight, and that's just
True.
where I'm at with it. But I did do a poll 3 days ago, and those were on the Kobe 8 Pro Tro Halo joints, designed by Vanessa Bryant. And I know they did restock the Grinches and stuff like that. That one I missed completely because when they did that shock drop, I know y'all may be surprised, but I actually was pretty steady and busy at my main full-time job as well. So, like, all honestly, like, yes,
Or
I can be on my phone, but when you get in the mode at work sometimes because
yeah,
you're trying to get ready to go home, hell, I
oh
gotta get
yeah,
off,
trust me. I know, I know. But
Yeah,
what am I say? But the real question is, what had you had that time? Were you gonna try to go for any?
probably not. So, like, to be honest, I'm not. That's why low key you don't see me like really flipping out about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not
Like I
even
say,
mad about it.
I was only gonna go for them if for some, like I say, for some trade bait anyway, just for a quick flip.
Yeah,
I was gonna use them, yeah, just for like a quick flip. Like maybe if I would have went for them and hit, I was gonna use them like for the SB for the SB4s, something like that.
gotcha. So the poll on this one for those Halo joints look like 49% actually slept on these guys, and then 44% said they didn't hit, and only about 7% hit, and that was out of 933 votes. So,
When
yeah,
then obviously the 7% for the people who actually tried and who wanted them.
yeah, true. I mean, it's an all white joint. I mean, like I said, Kobe's got his audience, and I respect it.
Yeah.
Um, and earlier this morning, I did two polls. Of course, on the Union LA in his wide collaboration, the summer of '96 Air Jordan 1. I asked, did you guys cop? Looks like about 56% was sleep, and 28% said no, and about 16% said yes. So, like I said, so for the most part, I feel like a lot of people skip these. But there is that
And
select
two hundred
audience.
dollar, $200. I haven't seen it yet, but $200 Jordan 1s, you know,
Yeah,
it's
we
kind
do
of
the 160 to 180 price range.
like okay.
Yeah. And then the last poll I did was, did you catch a W on the Air Jordan 4 Frozen Moments? Which we did talk about this, but that's when I should have pulled up the numbers, but I want to talk about them for sure. So it looks like 55% said no. 32% said that they can't fit them because it's pretty much 10 and a half and under. So because it's a women exclusive sneaker, you got to keep this in mind as well. This is a women exclusive. And 13% actually caught the W. So
Hmm.
not bad, but I'm not surprised to see that. Fours is one of those shoes I told y'all earlier in the Discord is um if you want that joint, go ahead and get it because reality is even if it's a slow sellout, which from what I sounds like when I'm getting today, it wasn't a slow sellout. These joints went off like hotcakes. But if you're in an event where I was where those black cats were a slow sellout, they sat in my area for 2 weeks, but not a minute longer, and I could never get my hands on them again. Not for retail and nowhere near on a fair resale price. I mean, once people saw that they were gone and we went back to check it out, easily I think cheap as I saw them joints was like $850.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I don't have them, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Um, let's see. Frankie Bang Bang in the building says, "Yo ho boys, what up?
Yo.
What up, Frankie?" Divine Photo says no one had a chance at the Kobe's anyway. I heard there was 25 million entries for them. Sheesh.
Crazy. Crazy.
Sheesh. 25 million for those Kobe joints. Sheesh.
Yeah. Right.
That's crazy, man. Let me wrap up this Kool Kiy article, and then we're gonna talk on basically end it off with how many shoes is technically too many. I got an article on that one, then we're gonna wrap things up for tonight. I think this one pretty much covers everything. This is where they thought it like settled up. I'm not gonna read this whole entire thing. Just kind of doing a quick skim to see if there's anything really set to be. So I
Yeah,
believe I'm
while you
gonna
doing
read.
that, hey, I'm gonna go use the restroom real fast. All right.
All right, cool. Do your thing.
Yeah.
So let me read through this real quick. It says Kool Kai's next Air Kai release is a collaboration with Notorious B.I.G. on August 25th. So it looks like he went on and just continued to drop that shoe, which I'm very surprised to do that. Um, let's see. They didn't reach an agreement on these at all. So the court ordered that defendant David Weeks admit that Nike is an exclusive owner of all the registered trademarks named in the lawsuit. So I guess he didn't want to do that because they were trying to settle it, and I guess he didn't want to admit that hey, this is all Nike stuff, is what I'm getting from it. So this is a quick little read. I'll read it. It's supposed to be like all of like 2 minutes. It says Nike and Kool Kiy partner David Weeks have reached a settlement. Now, remember, the last update is that it's back ongoing. In 2022, trademark infringement lawsuit filed on August 23 says August 6, 2022, the Swoosh complained and notified Kool Kiy partners David Weeks and Kool Kiy over its Air Jordan 1 look-alike, the Air Kai. However, an agreement was not reached between the parties, and Nike's legal team filed a trademark infringement lawsuit against Kool Kiy and Omni and the Hellcat in November 30th, 2022. The court ordered defendant David Weeks to admit that Nike was an exclusive owner of all the registered trademark names in the lawsuit. So I think that's just something that they didn't really want to do. Additionally, the judge ordered that Weeks would no longer be able to produce and distribute Kool Kiy shoes. So that's how you know it's ongoing, or he wouldn't have dropped this. Dropped these pretty much notorious BIG inspired sneakers. On February 15th, Kool Kiy found a counter lawsuit that stated that the customers wanted a product different from the norm, and the Kool Kiy's registered lightning bolt and trademark logo did not resemble the Nike swoosh. The new ruling dismissed all of Kool Kiy's counterclaims against Nike, which we already knew that was going to happen. Kool Kiy founder Kool Kiy have not reached out a settlement with the brand. Kool Kiy's next air release is collaboration. So yeah, pretty much just summed up what they said over at Complex, man. So I'm not surprised to see that ongoing, man, but we will definitely cover that more. So we're going to touch on this last little topic. How many shoes does the average American own, or the average person own? A breakdown of sneaker collecting habits by gender, profession, and state, and more. So I'm definitely gonna wait for Dunks to come back in here to get started on that one. Let me touch the chat. Let's see. Manny with the kick says bang bang, got the piece and the cool shades on their form. So pretty much, man, this is something I think we go to as like a sneaker collector, a sneaker community, man. At this point, it's safe to say, right? Anybody, I don't care how many shoes you have, but you will slowly, anybody who's not into collecting sneakers, when they come over to your crib or they see what you're into, number one question you're gonna get asked is like, yo, and how many shoes do you have? You know what I mean? At that point, usually my answer is I just give them a generic number, what I'm like stuck at, right? I just started the how many shoes does the average person have, and basically all you miss is like basically is you get that moment. If you haven't got this moment, Dunk, you will. If you have people come over or people see your shoe collection slowly building, number one question gonna be like, "Gee, man, how many shoes do you have?" You know. So what would you think an ideal number? And y'all sign off in the chat as well. Is there such thing as too many shoes? You know what I mean?
Nah, because shoes continue to be made, but I do feel like there is a such thing as FIFO, like out with the old and with the new. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that that's a thing.
But I mean, that's a thing, though. You know, and I feel like that at a certain point you should begin to get rid of things to make room for new things. You know?
Yeah, and I'm guilty of it. I've done it, but at the same time,
there's no real number on it. But I feel like that you should, at a certain point, like I said, it becomes like a hoard. You know, because there's no reason why you should have 4 pair of the same shoe that released. You know?
Yeah. I stopped doing that where I had this version and that version. Usually when I get the newer version, I would sell the older version. Case in point, I did that with the Black Cement 3s. Once I got the latest version, I sold the older pair, and somebody bought them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying like there's no number on how many you can have, but there is a number on like having the number of the same pair. I say, I mean not the same pair, but the same exact pair, colorway, whatever.
Everything,
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you should like be keeping like 4 of the same shoe. You know, it looks exactly the same.
Only shoe I'll give a pass on is like those really hard to get ones. Like,
yeah.
But I remember it used to be a thing. Double up, shawty, double up. Everybody like, I'm doubling up. To be honest, no disrespect, but most likely, I don't even think nobody does that anymore. I'm not saying people don't do that anymore, but you get to the point where there's no point in doubling up. Like me, there's no point in doubling up because I'm like, No, what this just means is if I like the shoe this much that I even thought about doubling up, that means I'm only wearing it whenever the weather's right. You know what I mean? Where I
Yeah,
can't
and
mess
there's
it up.
only certain shoes where you should double up anyway, like when you know it's not gonna be like another shoe like that. Like obviously, well, obviously nobody could expect or calculate passing of Virgil. Nobody was nobody saw that coming. But
Yeah,
that's definitely like those type of shoes. Well, even still, even with him being alive, that's not a shoe that you're gonna see re-released again.
yeah,
Like
true.
those are like the type of shoes like that you got to double up on, triple up on. Get a like you get if you can even triple up on that shoe is a blessing. So you
Yeah,
keep you sell that one, now you got one to wear. You still got one on ice. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
Um,
yeah, like I don't honestly, my opinion, I don't think there's a number, but there is like I say, there's a thing of like I say, just keeping it balanced, and keeping like letting go of the old stuff to make room for the new stuff,
mhm.
and that way you can always keep a balance, because obviously there's a number of Jordan for a reason, you know, and
Yeah,
majority people gonna have that every one of those numbers, so that alone is collecting, and that's enough for some people, you know. But
yeah,
then you gotta think, you gotta go outside, just those numbers, like okay, so now they did this number Jordan in this color, okay, and that's with every number. Then you gotta think, okay, so now they did, not only did they do this number with all these colors, now they did these collabs with that number and that color, so it
yeah,
goes deep, and you're gonna have, yeah, it may be like the same four, but that say, like, yeah, take the bread four, it may be, yeah, the bread four, but it's done three different ways. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
obviously that's not having the same, it's having the same shoe, because like I say, to the average non-collector, they're gonna be like, it's the same shoe, it's the same color, but it's gonna be like, nah, because this is the bread four, then this is the off-white, this is the off-white bread, and now
yeah,
this is the um I don't know, let's just say um the cause bread. Just use it as an example. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So yeah, obviously, and those are within the means of where you would collect a different pair. But you're not just saying get the bread pair, the '06 breads, then get the '10 breads, then get the '18 breads. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's where it becomes like kind of pointless.
Well, like I said, whenever I'm in that predicament, I look how bad the other pair is.
Yeah,
If it's where
exactly.
it's like, all right, these gonna fall apart. Cool. I
Hmm.
usually just sell them for like retail, and then I get those. You know what I mean? That's just how I do.
Hmm.
That way, I don't have too many double ups. I got like only double ups I think I got is those Concords,
Hmm.
and those Space Jams,
Hmm.
and I think those are my only two double ups. Though, if they drop, let me put it, if they was to give us a fresh pair of Space Jam 11s, I sell the both of the current ones I got low key.
Okay. See, exactly. So that way, you keeping it controlled, controlled inventory, and you're still keeping that same shoe in
Yeah,
rotation.
yeah. And to be honest, it's about freaking time we get a new Space Jam 11 Nike. Just FYI. Men with a Kick says 100 plus right now, and I had more than that last year. So that's what number
Jeez.
is that? Yeah. I think that's where I'm at, slightly at an even. I think I'm right at an even 100, and I don't really. And it's hard to say I want no more because we this is what the eighth month. We still got 4 months left, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
So, just yeah, still, and actually going into September, so we getting into like yeah, we going right into the 4 months left, and then October, November, December. That's 3 months. So yeah, the first is next Friday, so we're coming right up on the 4 months left in the year. So we still got a little bit of time. Um, and even still, considering how many shoes that actually drop, if you can say you're getting away with only buying 5 to 10 pair of shoes a year, I feel like that's not bad. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, Divine Photo says, "Who cares if you have too many shoes? As long as you like them and wear them, it shouldn't matter." That's that deep sneakerhead talk right there, boy.
Yeah. But at a certain point, then like you start to forget about shoes, and you start to, oh, I forgot I had those, and you gotta make
Yeah,
it
I don't want to
certain
be in
point.
that
You gotta
position.
make it a point. You literally have to make it a point to wear those shoes. It's like
Hmm.
almost like it's a job. Like you have to find some way to where you can justify why you have that pair of shoes. Like,
Exactly. I
like it
don't want
don't
to
matter
be.
like if you just throw them on just to go buy some milk. You know
I
what I'm
don't.
saying? Just
I
to go
don't.
buy some whatever you buy
I
from the.
don't want to be in that predicament.
But you know what I'm saying? Like you just want to, just to feel like why you got these shoes are relevant. Like it don't matter if you're just going to the corner store. Like you just put them on just to justify why you have them. That comes with having too many shoes. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
so people say.
Yeah. Let me read
But have
through.
you felt in that predicament though yet?
Uh, Not until I got once I got these drop front shoe cases joint. It really helped a lot for me to have my eyes on them. When I used to keep them in the boxes stacked in the closet, yeah, it got overwhelming because then I would forget because I used to be like, man, I can tell the shoe it is by the box XYZ. Yeah, when I had 15 to 20 pairs, but when you hit 50 and up, you need to have these shoes out in the open to see them, in my opinion. Because I used to think like I used to be that guy, like, nope, I never buy those drop fronts because I know exactly what I have and I can tell it by the box. And yeah, I could whenever it was like I said 10 to 15, but now hell no. So reality is, yes, I have felt overwhelmed at one point. All my gym sneakers, once ever I get them where I know I'm not going to be able to really use them anymore.
Do
Um,
you include those in your collection?
To be honest, no, but I probably should. Like right now, I got 4 pair of gym sneakers that I rotate out, but I used to never because I used to only do one, run through it in 6 months, and then I would either like sometimes I met people at the drop box joints where you donate them, and they take them all because they're still like wearable, but like as far as like working out wise, they're not good. But
Yeah. Like,
um,
do you consider like any of your like your foam runners and your slides? Do you consider those part of your collection?
of course, the foam runner, which I only have one right now. I'm packing 4 slides with one more on the way. Those I keep by the door, but I think I can officially say I've fed my slide phase where I don't need any more slide. I'm gonna make them last as long as I can, and I'm not mad about them. They're perfect for the house, but you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. At the same time, even that can be too much because it. And that what happens is with that situation is it was one of the harder shoes to obtain. Now it was actually an easy pickup, so to speak. Kind of sound weird saying that.
Yeah. I want to grab, like I say, the Onyx. I want to grab an Onyx pair, and I want to really see if they're gonna do like a MX pair. I like to
Mm.
get an MX pair too.
So yeah, you still in the wave on them. It's funny, y'all.
Not too much to wave. Like I say, you already know. I've always been very specific when I said I wanted some. It's always been I want a black pair. It's always
Yeah,
been. So obviously I wasn't able to grab the black pair. I grabbed the closest pair that I saw that was closest enough to the Onyx pair. I guess it was the slate gray. So they worked out. So, but if I'm ever able to catch them, and I'm sure that this is probably a very easy replicated shoe.
yeah.
So
Um,
obviously I want to grab them and get the Onyx pair. So
Salutes to Dunks, everybody. He got his first pair of slides in, and let him know how the comfort is on them, man.
I guess like I told you, they're good, man. They good. I like them. Like I said, it's just the squishiness. It's just they're very squishy. That's all. So it's gonna get. That's all. Just get used to that still. But I like them. No
Yeah,
doubt.
you don't hate it. It's a different ball game, man.
Yeah.
Different ball game. Me and like the crew, pretty much the Goodfellas was telling Dunks if he ain't like him, we do XYZ, but we wasn't worried. And I think we safe to say if Dunks is looking to get more pairs, safe to say that's a thumbs up, right? You know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah. I just want to get the Onyx pair out the way. Then I think that's it. Just those, no more than that.
Most definitely. You put your brother on to him yet or no?
Oh no, he's already. That's the Yeezy guy over there, man.
Oh, he been on it then. Okay.
Yeah, he's got the Onyx pair, and he got the he's got a couple pair. He had on the Wave Runners and everything.
Okay,
So,
that's what's up. That's what's up. Let me read through this article real quick, and we're gonna wrap things up for tonight. Says sneakers may have first been invented to enhance athletic performance, but this shoe style isn't just for field anymore. Sneakers have boomed in the popularity with the rise of um athleisure trends, which basically trends, with athletic shoe brands consistently ranking as the top footwear brand in the U.S. year after year. But while some Americans have sneakerhead status with their robust sneaker collections, others simply have a single pair of do it running shoes in their footwear collection. Regardless of where you fall on the spectrum of sneaker ownership, one thing is for sure: Americans sure buy a lot of sneakers each year. That is a fact. Says according to 2018 Stylish Polar, the latest data available, 26.7% of adults reported purchasing two pairs of sportwear shoes, sneakers in the last year. So everybody, I mean, to be honest, you ain't got no choice but to buy two. I mean,
the average person only bought two pair a year.
that was in that was in 2018 though.
Still, in 2018, we could
Yeah,
pump those numbers up for a real, for a sneakerhead. That shit was like maybe six pair.
yeah. I mean, yeah. If I can get away with six, I was doing good. But yeah, 26.7% bought just two pairs of shoes, and then says another 22% reported purchasing one pair, while 35.5% reported purchasing three or more pairs in 1 year alone. So
Yeah, see exactly, and
yeah,
you know what that crowd was.
that's us. Only about 3% of the adults reported buying no sneakers at all. Yeah, so either way, shoes is here to stay. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Says according to 2020 data, the average U.S. household spends approximately $155 on women's shoes of all types and $107 on men's shoes of all types each year. So safe to say, you not finna get. I guess I should be talking to my dad at this. That whole like paying $100 for some shoes, dad, that went out the window. A long time ago because I remember he used to be big on not paying $100 for shoes. I'm like,
Yeah,
you,
man, $100. That shoes broke once Jordan came into the picture. Shoes broke $100.
yeah, safe to
Once
say
the
it's
shoes
been
start to
here to
drop.
stay. Yeah, it's been here to stay for quite some time.
Hmm.
Says, given all this talk of booming market numbers and evenly growing footwear hype, you may be wondering how many pairs of sneakers does the average American actually have in their closet? Well, the answer is more complicated, and there may seem with sneaker ownership, depending on the variety and factors, including genre, location, age, and even profession. So, yeah, I guess it just varies. And women probably been having the problems we've been having. So, um, very curious. I'm trying to see if I can just find like the average number. Says a survey about 2,000 adults participants found that the average woman living in the U.S. owns about six pairs of sneakers, while the average man living in the U.S. owns seven pairs. Wow. So if you look at the numbers now, like guys, we've really stepped our game up. But I mean, we're
Well,
talking
think about
sneakers.
this too, though, because some men consider, what the type of work they do. Because some men have to like, wear like certain type of shoes to work. Like maybe steel toes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Says U.S. states the most popular sneaker ownership. Though America's sneaker ownership by gender isn't the wasn't doesn't vary greatly, the average amount of sneaker ownership by one person can be pretty vast depending on the state you call home, and the territories with the most sneakers per person will probably throw you through a loop. Nevada, hello, Mr. Dunks, comes out on top with every living person in the state owning an average of around 19 sneakers. This
Well,
is
that's
Nevada.
so easy with all the stores, and especially with urban necessities.
Yeah. The
He's a
number
big thing of being here.
says the number eclipsed the national average more than three folds. Nevada's stunning sneaker display is followed by Arkansas's with 11 sneakers per state resident. Interesting. South Dakota didn't even think about them with 10 sneakers per state resident, according to the fourth place in massive seven tie. North Dakota, Connecticut, New Jersey, Vermont, Delaware, California, Wisconsin, Virginia all have 8 sneakers per person. Okay, so average person at minimum is doing 8. I'm gonna say if we're gonna do the numbers for real, I say yeah. I say roughly it's probably got to be somewhere from 9 to 10 shoes per like person in the household.
Hmm.
Running out of the top five is a five-way tie with Minnesota, New York, Indiana, Alabama, and West Virginia with 7 sneakers per person. So Nevada, y'all hold town. Y'all hold it with 19 though. Sheesh.
Jeez, yeah, exactly.
What y'all doing over there? What y'all bringing to the table? What y'all doing, man? But y'all got more. Y'all do got a lot of big resale and just sneaker market out there in general,
Very
though.
big resale market out here. Trust me, very big resale market. Like I say, it doesn't help. Like I say, I think we got Royal One, Urban Necessities. A lot of
Is
these
it
big names that go to Sneaker Con.
is it round one or royal one or both?
Royal One.
Royal one. Okay.
Yeah, that's the guy who had the mystery boxes.
Oh, okay. Got you. Got you. That's
Yeah. So you gotta think when you got the big names like that who go to Sneaker Con and stuff. They're kind of bringing a lot of that business, to the forefront. So yeah, people like buying the shoes, but me, I'm not feeding into that hype. I'm just buying what I want.
yeah.
So, but
That's
yeah, it's like I said, everybody almost you see like are wearing like Dunks or Jordans. Like that's literally all you see. Especially if you walk the strip, it's pretty what you're gonna see. Because for one, you got all the people from different cities, different states, and they're bringing theirs over here. So yeah, that's really what you see. Just a lot of Jordans, a lot of Dunks, a lot of a lot of that everywhere.
interesting. But very, very, very. I'm not surprised, low key though. To keep it 100.
I was honestly thinking it was gonna be like L.A. or New York. Honestly,
If I had to guess, if I was a betting man, I would have said New York too. I
I was thinking L.A. or New York. Honestly, it's
New
in one of
York,
those. It's just
LA, yeah. And then if anything, I would have said maybe Atlanta, but I think Atlanta sneaker, not saying they don't have a sneaker scene down there, they do, but I feel like everybody there, I don't know. I'm very curious what theirs. I think theirs is like what, 7 per household, I think I read. Don't quote me, but yeah. I'm very surprised to hear it was you guys, but then again, I'm kind of not.
mhm.
Let me read these last little comments, and then we're gonna talk upcoming releases, and then we're gonna wrap things up for tonight. We've been on this joint for an hour and 30 minutes. Appreciate everybody for coming through. So smash that like button and sub up to that sold out Discord and sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. More myth says I have a white collar job and I have a few shoes for work, dress shoes. I have 2 pairs of dress shoes, I believe. No, actually, I want to say I just have one, and I really hate I have them, but I kind of have to have a pair because when in or if sometimes you have to do there's some spots where there's no sneakers, like you have to do in a formal event for work sometimes, very rarely, or unfortunately in my circumstances, last time I put these on I was going to court, but you got to make sure you're trying to present, hey, you do what you got to do to get the hell out of there, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I think everybody should have at least one pair of dress shoes for sure. I don't count that a part of my collection, but I do have some, most definitely.
yeah,
And then I gotta have my beater shoes where, like, in the event if I do want to go skate or just play ball or do some like outdoor activity where afraid to not mess up or beat up some beaters, that's always something that's always a part of my shoe where it's in the collection, but it's not really like I'm not really
yeah,
counting it per se.
yeah. I got you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as upcoming releases coming this week, man, we got some decisions to make. I think we're all on the Yotos. Hopefully, I'm saying that correctly. I know he is a professional skateboarder based out of Japan. I know the logo on the shoe, of course, represents just something I think of his family. The more and more I look into that shoe, the more and more I want it. We got the Burgundy Fives.
Kind
I
of
got
gives me like cherry blossom vibes
that too.
because there's Japan. They got the cherry blossoms. He's Japanese.
Yeah. And we have the Burgundy Fives. I may, as much as I want them, I want to see if I can probably find them at a better price than
So
225.
yeah, pretty much your focus is more on the Utos
Yeah,
because they drop the same day. They drop actually same day.
they sure do. So they see where my mind is going. Again, I got till Tuesday to get it together, but that's where I'm at right now. Because I feel like this, Utos ain't gonna be an easy like find afterwards. I feel like the burgundy fives will be easier
Oh
to
yeah, for
obtain
sure, for sure.
if I'm gonna look at it like that. Because I love both of the shoes to be honest. Um, other than that, what else we got? You said later we have what
Yeah,
at the
pretty
end of
much
the
the
week.
next week. The next week we got the Palomino ones.
Yeah, so a lot of things to close out the month, but we'll see how it goes. And then of course, like I've been preaching all year, I'm waiting for those cherry 12s. Ain't no questions. We got the playoff eights that
Playoff
should be
eights.
coming. Those are coming.
And those they got to sneak these April dunks in.
We'll see, man. Those I'm gonna let y'all have those.
No, me, I don't. I'm not really checking for them. Like I say, I've gotten two of the four that I need, so I still got still got to get those last two because apparently they're still supposed to be dropping the born and raised. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, to be determined. I'm not saying they won't, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
who knows
we
actually when
know
them?
we got the Utos here soon, so Tuesday. So hopefully, I can either grab those from CCS or try my hand at the sneakers. You know, so we'll
Yeah,
see.
most definitely, man. So, other than that, we're gonna wrap things up for tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love. Y'all smash a like button, sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and I make content about sneakers, occasional try on hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday coming again. So smash the like button, sub up to the channel. Sign up for that Sold Out Discord. It is free to sign up, and the link is pinned at the top of the chat and at the comment section. So other than that, man, we will be back on Monday with another Music Monday, man. So smash the like button, sub up, and I'm gonna officially let Dunks take us out.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us, man. This was a good one. Like I say, I hope everybody got what they needed this morning. If you were able to catch those Union dunk, those Union crossover, I can't say the name, so I'm just gonna say the Union crossovers.
Bethany's.
Yeah, if you were able to catch those, yeah, what else dropped today, man? If you were able, Frozen Moments.
There's
Sorry,
one for
sorry.
frozen moments.
If you were able to catch either one of those today, congratulations. If you were able to catch any one of those on any raffle that they had, congratulations. I'm sure both of those had probably about 80 or 90 raffles that you probably could have joined,
Most definitely.
But good luck to anybody that was able to get those if you really wanted them. But yeah, as Polo say, we will be back Music Monday. So everybody just enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy your dub if you got it today, man.
Most definitely, man. We're officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.
My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while.